Let's now turn our attention to U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, who is currently on an India visit speaking. Let's take a listen in.
With advanced nuclear technologies widely accepted around the world. Why is that? Because India is a democracy and continues to be a responsible leader. In the last couple of years, India has joined 3 major non-proliferation groupings. The United States also fully supports India's membership in the Nuclear Suppliers Group. India continues to demonstrate it is a responsible steward of its nuclear technology. The world is united against Iran having nuclear weapons because we all have good reason to worry about what Iran would do with these weapons. India and America enjoy a natural friendship that is based on our shared values and interests. The Trump administration seeks to take the U.S.-India relationship to the next level, to build a strategic partnership rooted in our common values and directed toward our common interests. The dynamism and youth that I've seen here in Delhi have reminded me that, at its core, the U.S.-India relationship is forward-looking. It is about the future of India, the region, and the world. The Indo-Pacific region includes half of the world's population. By the middle of this century, it will constitute half of the world's gross domestic product. 50% of the world's trade passes through these sea lanes. The Indo-Pacific is home to many of the world's fastest-growing economies. There is no question that this region will be a dynamic and consequential force in the 21st century. It is essential, therefore, that we use every tool at our disposal to foster continued prosperity, peace, and security throughout the Indo-Pacific region. In his speech to the Shangri-La Dialogue, Prime Minister Modi spoke compellingly about India's vision for the region. It included a vision of sovereign countries pursuing growth, in the words, quote, free and fearless in their choices. President Trump shares that vision. A free and open Indo-Pacific region is central to that vision. America's vision of the Indo-Pacific future is aspirational, but it's also realistic. We recognize that not all nations in the region embrace our values that the two countries share, but our vision for the region is inclusive. We seek for every country, large and small, the ability and opportunity to interact as sovereign and equal nations. India and a strengthened U.S.-India partnership are at the center of this approach. Perhaps no other partnership has as much potential for global peace and prosperity over the next 10, 20, or 50 years. Our relationship will mark a new milestone when the U.S. and India conduct the first ever 2+2 dialogue. The delay in that meeting was completely unrelated to India. The time and location are being rescheduled now. It will happen very soon. This is an important sign of how much our security and defense cooperation has grown in recent years and the new level of strategic confidence in our partnership. The United States and India already have strong economic ties. India is in the midst of a remarkable economic surge. And as our economies grow closer, we are looking for increased trade and increased investment. We've already made great progress. Two-way U.S.-India trade has more than doubled over the last decade, and we want to do more. Our mutual commitment to open market-based economies is our competitive advantage. We also share something that is harder to capture and almost impossible to reproduce: a capacity for innovation. Bangalore and Silicon Valley are twin engines of creativity and innovation. We have a mutual self-interest in protecting and preserving the post-war order that has helped safeguard our prosperity. There is also a great opportunity for the United States to help meet India's energy needs. Recent purchases of U.S. crude and liquefied natural gas are just a couple of examples of this potential. There is also room for progress on civil nuclear cooperation. Moving beyond economics, the United States and India have also both felt the pain of terrorism. We share a commitment to defeating terrorists and the hateful ideology that motivates them. We share an urgent interest in eliminating the terrorist networks that threaten us and to keep nuclear weapons out of the hands of terrorists and their sponsors. Both our nations lost citizens in the horrific Mumbai attack a decade ago. As fellow democracies, the United States and India must be global leaders in the fight against terrorism. We have greatly expanded our counterterrorism cooperation in the past decade, but we can and must do more. We must use all of the elements of our national power, economic, diplomatic, and military, to protect ourselves. This includes working together at the United Nations to designate terrorist leaders and networks. Neither of our nations can afford to turn a blind eye to regimes that produce, harbor, and support terrorists. In this area, the United States is approaching our relationship with Pakistan differently than in the past. In many instances, Pakistan has been a partner with us, and we value and respect that. But we cannot tolerate its government or any other government giving safe haven to terrorists. We won't tolerate it. We are communicating this message to Pakistan more strongly than in the past, and we hope to see changes. The U.S.-India military partnership is also deepening. We have significantly upgraded our security cooperation with India, which is now a major defense partner of the United States. When America's and India's defense and foreign ministers meet, they will discuss ways that the United States can continue to support India as a provider of regional security, particularly in and around the Indian Ocean. These discussions will undoubtedly involve issues like joint exercises and military hardware and technology. But the strategic partnership we hope to build is bigger and more durable than that. Advancing a free and open Indo-Pacific means ensuring the freedom of the skies and the seas, but it also means promoting market-based economics and supporting liberty and good government. It means protecting sovereign nations from external coercion in order to provide peace and stability. It means respecting the fundamental freedoms that allow entrepreneurs to dream, nations to grow, and citizens to live with respect and human dignity.